He is back in this race. Richard Carapaz. Reckon with another name. He is not done yet. Much more to come from Carapaz. That was a sensational victory. As we look down the road, see the size of the gap and watch the sprint for second place. And Del Toro cruises over the line to take 6 seconds.
Stage 12 and a rare opportunity for the fast men. The sprinters coming to the fore in the 2025 Giro d'Italia for only the third time, really. A bunch sprint expected, and that despite the amount of climbing. 1,700 metres of altitude gain before the second half of the race would flatten out. Wout van Aert on domestic duty, leading out Olaf Koy later on for the stage win that he was hoping for. Casper Van Uden and Caden Groves already with a stage win to their names. Isaac Del Toro in the pink jersey for a third day. The man from UAE Team Emirates leading the Giro d'Italia, along with the man in the white jersey, Juan Ayuso. Those two riders first and second on GC, hoping that the day would pass uneventfully. The flag dropping and a break getting up the road almost immediately. Team Polti visit Malta with Andrea Pietrabon, Joshua Epis from Arkea B&B Hotels and Manuele Tarozzi, the three riders from VF Group Bardiani. Those three riders then went through the first categorised climb of the day, with Tarozzi picking up 9 points in the King of the Mountains competition as three different teams controlled the break and kept them on a very tight leash. Heading to the first sprint of the day, it was Andrea Pietrabon that outsprinted Epis to take the maximum 12 points. And then the next point was the next Category 3 climb, the climb to Borsea. And once again, it was Manuele Tarozzi who went off in search of the maximum points. The time gap just 1 minute and 30 seconds to the peloton. Tarozzi then added a further 9 points, and that was it for the categorised climbs of the day. On wet roads, the peloton descending and holding the gap at around about 1 minute and 19 seconds. Then heading towards the final sprint of the day, Epis managed to turn the table on Andrea Pietrabon and take the final sprint. A puncture for Juan Ayuso in the white jersey, who got back on fairly quickly. But the peloton came in very close then, holding the three riders at the front of the race at around about 10 seconds as they approached the Red Bull kilometre at Brachello. It was Andrea Pietrabon who just about held off the chase. Kim Heidek of Ineos Grenadiers swept up the second place, and the Maglia Rosa himself, Isaac Del Toro, picked up a time bonus for third place. Then they hit the 26-kilometre circuit, taking the bell. With 10 kilometres to go then, the GC teams, along with the sprinters' trains, all over the front as the pace got ever higher towards the run-in and a critical left-hand turn. It was Wout van Aert who had Olaf Koy on his wheel as they headed for that final turn. An immense lead-out from Wout van Aert, who has done this so often in his career.
In around about 10th place alongside Matteo Moschetti, and still Van Aert on the front. What a lead-out this is. Koy on his wheel, still Van Aert. 200 metres to go, and Koy is almost dropped off the wheel of Van Aert. Now then, Van Uden opens up his sprint. It's Caden Groves down the middle, Mads Pedersen. Can Koy come off the wheel of Van Uden? Van Uden to the line. Van Uden doubles up. Oh, it's Koy though. Koy at the very last.
Olaf Koy adds his name to the list of sprinters to taste victory in the 108th edition. A precise and brilliant sprint and an immense lead-out from Wout van Aert. Good teamwork from Visma Lease Bike once again, and Olaf Koy relieved and delighted for a second career stage victory at the Giro. It was a win ahead of Casper Van Uden in second place, and a good sprint from Ben Turner of Ineos Grenadiers to finish in third. Isaac Del Toro adding a few seconds to his advantage over Juan Ayuso in the general classification. Mads Pedersen losing a bit of ground in the Maglia Ciclamino as Olaf Koy picked up 50 points at the finish line for his victory, and a day in which Lorenzo Fortunato could hold on to his big lead in the King of the Mountains competition. Isaac Del Toro continuing in white for another day, 33 seconds ahead of Juan Ayuso in second.